every day we're burning calories whilst we're sleeping, walking, talking, all of our daily tasks. But for some reason, we always focus on working out and exercise, our cardio, to burn calories. However, that is only a very small chunk of the equation. We're leaving out NEAT, which is non-exercise activity thermogenesis, which essentially means the calories that you burn whilst just doing your daily tasks. Chewing gum, playing with your hair, fiddling your fingers, this all burns calories. And it burns a lot more calories than you can do during one cardio session. We should be looking to move more throughout the day and not just looking at one specific bout where we're going to be trying to burn more calories. So to illustrate that point today, I'm going to do 4 cardio sessions and I'm only going to eat the calories that I burn during those sessions to show you how much effort you have to put in for so little return. And really, if you're not enjoying your cardio and it's not something that you look forward to and you're improving on, then you probably should just be going for more walks, moving a bit more, opposed to killing yourself, because it causes a lot of fatigue, and when you're focusing on building weights, most of your fatigue should be assigned to that part of your exercise routine. Anyway, let's get into the first session now. So then, to start the day, we're going to go for cycling. I'm going to go for an hour on the bike, mainly keeping a decent pace, but I'm going to throw a few sprints in as well, because I really want to try and burn as many calories as I can, so I can have a decent sized breakfast, as I'm quite hungry already. Anyways, now I'm going to get on with the cycling. Drop down below how many calories you think I'm going to burn throughout, and I'll drop in with you halfway through and let you know how I'm doing. Aiming for that 600 though, let's see if we can get it. "31 minutes in now, absolutely ruined already. My legs are really hurting. I haven't done cycling in years, so probably wasn't the best idea first thing, but we'll get it done and back up at the end." Cycling finished. As you can see, I'm literally soaking wet, and all I did in the hour was burn 400 calories. Not really worth putting an hour of time. I'd rather just not eating those 400 calories for the amount of fatigue that it's going to cause me overall. Imagine if you were doing an hour of cardio a day just for 400 extra calories. To me, it seems like an absolute waste of time, and if you're not enjoying it, there's no need to do it. However, let's get home to see how much we can eat for this 400 calories. Yes! So then people, this is what 400 calories looks like after that. All I'm having is 300 grams of protein yogurt, banana, and 100 grams of blueberries. Yes, that's not very much food. That session did not burn very much. It took a lot of time to do. It will add up to my overall fatigue during the course of the week. It's not a good trade-off, in my opinion. It's not a good way to spend time if you're just doing cardio to burn calories. You should be looking at things you enjoy as opposed to doing things to get something out of it. I'm going to eat this then, and then we'll get on with the second cardio session of the day, the run. Then people, feeling good, about to get that second session in. It's gonna be a run for an hour as well. I'm gonna aim for about 5 or 6 miles, gonna take it nice and steady because we've still got a HIIT session and another cardio session to go. Personally, running is something that I enjoy, so I usually do this in my overall weekly workouts. I usually fit a few runs in. That you may think that goes against the point, but the point is that don't be trading your time for things that you don't want to do. When it comes to cardio, don't be trading your time for it if you don't enjoy it. Now I'm going to enjoy this session opposed to the first session of the morning. So we'll get on it now. Hopefully this won't be too tiring and we can easily get our third and fourth sessions in. Session completed. That was very tiring. That was an hour run. That's really going to take you out. Yeah, I burned 800 calories though, so that means we can actually have a decent sized meal next meal. It was a struggle after the morning cardio session. Fuck, still struggling now. Catching my breath. I wish I had more water before that, because one glass of water in the whole day when you've done 2 hours of cardio now is not great. So I'm going to get some water, jump in the shower, and then we'll get onto the meal. So I can finally eat a decent sized meal now. Now here we go, final product. We have 3 chicken wraps. Now that's not the end of the world, because if you like running, then yes, it's not a bad trade-off. However, not many people could run an hour continuously several days without it severely impacting their weight training. So that's what you need to take into account if you do want to do cardio as well. It's going to impact your weight training, and you are going to look like a tomato for several hours after, because it's so hot and your body takes ages to cool down. Now I'll get on to eating this, and then I'll catch you at the third cardio session of the day. I'm going to go for some HIIT cardio. It's going to be very short interval training because it's very trendy on Instagram. You got all those videos. However, I don't think it really does all that it says on the tin. Find out in a sec. And here we are on my balcony. As you can see, it's not the nicest, but we move on anyway. And we have the third session of the day, which is going to be a HIIT session. We're going to take it back to 2015, do some Joe Wicks style high intensity cardio, just so that we've got all bases covered and we've got a good sample size so that we can compare against different ones. So we've done biking, running, now we're on to some HIIT cardio, and then finally will be the cardio that I recommend you should do. I'm really not looking forward to this. I haven't done cardio like this in quite a while. However, we're going to get it done anyway because we need to see how many calories it's going to burn. I am guessing this is going to be less than 300 calories. The workout is going to be sit-ups, high knees, squat jumps, lunges, high knees again. And we're going to do 5 sets, 5 rounds of that. 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. Let's get to it, see how it is. One more exercise to go, then we're done. I'm sweating like fuck. I bet I ain't even burnt that many calories. I can just say I can't see it now, but I bet it's about 200, maybe less than that. Definitely not what you've done. Dude, let's see how many calories we burnt. A total of 165. Yes! Woo! Cannot wait to eat that meal, mate. See, HIIT is not worth it. Anybody that tells you it is a liar, mate. This is what 20 minutes of HIIT gets you. A protein shake. Protein, 120 calories, almond milk, 50 calories. It's just not worth it. And don't come in saying, oh, the afterburn effect, because the afterburn effect is like 10% of the calories that you burn in the session at absolute maximum when you look at scientific studies. And I just don't think doing HIIT like that is a good use of your time. Again, it causes a lot of fatigue, which is going to take away from your weightlifting. Like, my ankles hurt after that. Like jumping around with your ankle, with you jumping around your bones, on your knees, your ankles. It's not great, especially if you were overweight. Then this would be a dreadful idea. Even like a power lifter who wasn't overweight but was overweight on the BMI scale, this would be a terrible idea because you'd just be all that weight in your joints all the time. So I think this trend of high intensity training should stay back in 2015 with Joe Wicks. I'm gonna drink this now, and then I will tell you what cardio I think you should be doing. The most bang for your buck, what will not affect your weight and will make a huge difference to your weight loss, but not your hunger levels. Session of the day is going to be an hour-long walk. Yeah, just a simple walk, low intensity, doesn't make you hungrier than you actually are. It's no stress. Anything you do physically will make some stress in the body, and your body can only deal with so much, and it's all gonna add up. So if you're doing 5 weight sessions a week and 2 cardio sessions, that stress is being allocated to something that is not helping your weights. Now, I understand most people don't just want to improve at weights, but if that was your goal, or you were doing the cardio just to burn calories, then just do walking, because it's not going to actually add any stress. It's easy on your joints, and I can guarantee that during this hour walk, burn more calories than I did during my 20-minute HIIT session, and it's also going to take a lot less out of me. You can listen to a podcast, listen to an audiobook, or just walk, take stuff in, but a lot better way to get your cardio in than killing yourself if you are specifically doing it for calorie burning reasons. So we'll get on this walk and then see how many calories I burn in 58 minutes. Walk done, and I tell you what, I burnt 370 calories on that walk, and that is nearly as much as I burnt on the bike, more than I burnt on the silly HIIT session, but obviously not as much as I burnt on the hour-long run. So what I would recommend that you do is increase your step count. Don't worry about purposeful cardio, like, oh, I'm going for a run, I'm gonna go on a bike ride, like those things. They're not necessary, as long as you can increase your steps over the course of the day. Like for me then, that walk burnt 370 calories. If I did that for 10 days, that walk alone would burn 3,500, 3,700 calories, which is just over a pound of fat. So just by walking, you can burn fat. And alongside your weights and the proper nutrition, then it is easy to do. So try not to put too much effort into your cardio if gaining muscle and aesthetics is your goal. But let's cook the last meal of the day and then we'll wrap it up. And here we are, final meal of the day. We have 100 grams of rice there, 100 grams of chicken, a load of veg, bit of spice, very low calorie. To wrap up, you can see that there are benefits and negatives to each cardio, and although one might give you more bang for your buck, it's going to give you a lot more fatigue in the grand scheme of things, and there's only so much fatigue you can handle. So I definitely would recommend dropping out HIIT cardio, because for sure that is too high fatigue and doesn't really burn that many calories anyway, and doing something you enjoy, even if it's just walking still burns a lot of calories. Anyway, thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe. I'm going to enjoy this now, and see you in the next one.